It was Ignis, ellipsis. It happened like it always did. I backed away from the door and bumped into someone. When I whirled around, I would see this person's face covered with splatters of blood. But this time I remember who I saw. It was Ignis' face. System message. Ashes. A dream is just a dream. 1 of 2 responses. I got another message. 2 of 2 responses. A dream is just a dream. 1 of 2 responses. A dream is just a dream. 1 of 2 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind is a medium-sized gear with a clock. Maybe my subconscious is just trying to tell me I have Ignis on my mind. And my subconscious isn't wrong about that. I should clean up a bit before Roger and the others show up at my door. By the way, ellipsis, I've been thinking about why I stormed off during our conversation with Kronos. I've actually been meaning to say sorry to you for shutting down right afterwards. I'm sorry. Sis, are you ready to talk about it now? 1 of 2 response. I forgive you. 2 of 2 responses. I forgive you. 2 of 2 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind it. Thank you, ellipsis. I'm really embarrassed by the way I acted. I was confused and ashamed at the time, but I'm ready to talk about it now. The reason I stormed out was because I caught myself trying to forgive Kronos. Descriptive help. Button. I was trying to find reasons to justify his callous, cold attitude toward the mages who died during the Copper Trials. Ellipsis. Reasons for why he killed Riley's family. Ellipsis. Reasons for his hypocrisy against human descendants. Ellipsis. Reasons why he's lying to me and hiding things from me. Ellipsis. I was trying to make excuses for him. Ellipsis. All because I wanted to accept him as my brother. I know I lived my life without him, but now I have the chance to have a brother. Ellipsis. I found myself desiring it. I felt so guilty and I felt even worse that I couldn't bring myself to tell you all my honest thoughts at the time. Ellipsis. I'm so sorry. Ellipsis. You must think I'm pretty dumb, huh? Sis, don't blame yourself for how you feel. 1 of 3 response. You're pretty naive, Ash. 2 of 3. Just because you might find redemption for Ignis doesn't mean Kronos can be redeemed too. 3 of 3 responses. You're pretty naive, Ash. You're pretty naive, Ash. 2 of 3 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind is a medium-sized gear with a clock face within. I'm learning each day, but in the meantime, I'm glad I have you around to guide me. I feel really bad for acting like a brat to you after that talk with Kronos. Ellipsis. And being a brat is something I thought I outgrew. If I had just stayed calm during my conversation with Kronos, I could have asked him more questions and found out more stuff. You were just starting to ask him about Ezra too. Ellipsis. I wonder what's the deal with those two and why Kronos decided to free such a powerful enemy of his? Ellipsis. I feel like I really messed up our talk with Kronos. Hang on, ellipsis. Someone is knocking on my door. No way, ellipsis. Riley, ellipsis. I'm hugging her. She's really here. She's hugging me back. Riley said, "It's so good to see you again, Ash." I'm asking her if she's managed to convince Ezra. Riley shook her head. She said, "Listen, Ash, I need your help." I'm telling her, anything. What does she need me to do? She said, "Ezra wants to ask you a question." Me? Why does he want to ask me? Riley said, "Ezra doesn't believe there's anything about Kronos that's redeemable. He knows you're related to Kronos, so he wants to hear from you." I'm asking Riley if she knows what he's going to ask. Riley said, "He wouldn't tell me. Ezra just said to bring you or don't come back." She said, "Ash, will you come with me? This could be the only chance we have to prevent a fight between Ezra and Kronos." Ellipsis. She said, "It's dangerous and, ellipsis, you may have to make, ellipsis, sacrifices. But this may be our only chance to protect all of Valencia." Roger and A.C. are walking over. I also caught a glimpse of Elise in the distance, but she disappeared when she saw us. Ellipsis. They must be ready to head out. Riley looked over her shoulders and is lowering her gaze. She said, "I see you made some new friends." Roger said, "Oh, Princess Riley." He had a shocked expression on his face. Roger cleared his throat and bowed. He said, "I am delighted to be honored with your presence, Your Royal Highness. I am Roger Mendenhall." Riley said, "Prince Roger, the pleasure is mine." Wait, what? Did she say prince? Vertical scroll bar, 7 pages, 100%, adjustable. Wait, what? She's looking puzzled. Roger's pulling her aside, turning his back to us. Riley said, "If I may ask why the Prince of Windsor Hall is using the name Mendenhall?" Prince, she said it again. Riley began to blush. She said, I do ask forgiveness if my question is too bold. I'm looking at A. C. Did he know this? A. C. shrugging as if to say, who cares? Roger's definitely trying to not look at me or A. C. as he talks. I'm burning a hole in his back with my eyes. He said, the princess has excellent knowledge of the Windsor Hall royal family. If I may too ask a bold question, how does the Valdorian princess know so much of Windsor Hall, given the, ellipsis, relations between our kingdoms? Vertical scroll bar, 8 pages. He said, the princess has excellent knowledge of the Windsor, vertical scroll bar, 8 pages, 100%, adjustable. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value. He said, Riley said, I am not my father, and after Valder was destroyed, I made it a point to learn what I could of the kingdoms that Valder could have treated, ellipsis, better. I thought that maybe I could one day undo past transgressions, and pay my respects to King Regis. Roger noticeably winced before he said, please let me know if you do ever consider visiting Princess Riley, and I will personally give you a tour of our kingdom. In fact, we were all about to leave for Windsor Hall, and you are welcome to join us. He turned to me. Roger said, Ash, I didn't know you knew the princess. I'm telling him that I didn't know I knew a prince. Riley and I, ellipsis, have known each other for a while now, ellipsis. Roger looked at Riley and said, I must apologize for my friend's manners. Ash shouldn't be referring to you so informally by just your name, Princess Riley. Riley said, it's okay. Ash doesn't need to call me princess. We're good friends and besides, ellipsis, I'm not a princess anymore. Roger's eyes widened, but he didn't say anything. Riley's looking at A. C. now, she said, and you look very familiar. Are you related to Head Guildmaster Crane by any chance? A. C. is grinding his teeth. Roger said, yeah, this ill-mannered, uncouth individual is the brother of our refined Head Guildmaster Crane. I still can't believe it myself. A. C. growled at Roger. I'm asking Roger what happened to Elise. Roger said, huh? He's turning to look around. Roger said, she was just with us. A. C. said, that strange girl is hiding from us for some reason. Riley said, oh, I see. There's someone else. Ash? A girl? I scratched my head and nodded. I told Riley they were my teammates during the trial. Riley said, Prince Roger, I haven't answered your question yet. I will accept your invitation another time, but I must decline because Ash and I have urgent business we need to tend to. Roger looks crestfallen. He said, Ash has already agreed to travel with us and help with my journey to Windsor Hall. I apologize, Princess, but this was already planned in advance. Riley is looking down at the ground. Ash, I'm sorry about the commitments you made, but we must go, now. He won't give us another chance. I'm telling them to give me a moment. I'm walking out of earshot. Okay, I'm not sure what to do, and this seems to be an important decision I'm about to make. I have a million thoughts running through my head. Do you have time to hear me work through what I'm thinking? Sis, I'm here for you, Ash. One of one response. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Ash. One of one responses. Messages. A monogram. Responded. I have so many questions for Roger. A prince? Why did he hide it? What's going on? And I need to find out more about who Roger's brother, Alan, is working for. Does that mean Alan is also a prince? I promised Roger that I'd go to Windsor Hall with him, and I don't break promises. Kronos warned me that Ignis is dangerous. Both Kronos and Elise have told me that the person I'm tracking is indeed Ignis. But you have to believe me when I say that this person has to be an imposter. Ignis gave me meaning, an inspiration, my life's goal, to become a mage and help others. It's important to me that we discover the truth about this man. Imposter or not, I agree that it will be dangerous. This man is responsible for the murder of many innocent copper mages in the Tremble Caves, right under the noses of the Time Crest Guild Masters. Whoever he truly is, he needs to be brought to justice. When I was a kid, and surely going to die, Ignis appeared and helped me, despite my insolence. I wasn't able to return the favor, and help Ignis in his darkest hour, but with you and my new friends, maybe we can save his reputation. God, ellipsis. I can't let Riley down. When you and I first met, we bonded over saving the world. I may not be the most powerful mage in Elysia, but I may be the most driven to do great things. Maybe this is my chance to do some good for the whole world. I didn't stop the meteors, but I think I've stumbled across something much bigger. For some reason, Kronos and Ezra fought long ago. As part of that fight, Ezra summoned the meteors. Kronos froze the meteors by stopping time in the sky and even froze Ezra. When two of the most powerful mages in history fight, there surely is a reason for it. I may not know why all of these things happened, but I do know that there are grave consequences for it. Kronos and Ezra almost destroyed the world when they clashed. Kronos and Keturah warned me of how dangerous Ezra is, but I don't know how much I trust them. Kronos asked me to join him, but wouldn't tell me exactly what he was doing or what he wanted me to do. Before Riley left to talk to Ezra, I told her she could depend on me, but how dependable would I be if I abandoned her now? If the first mage has a question for me, maybe he's willing to listen to what I have to say. It was almost nice when the danger was the unfreezing of the meteors. It was concrete, physical, ellipsis, real. Right now, the danger is hidden, abstract, and unclear. But I can't let that stop me. It seems that tensions are rising with the most powerful mages in Elysia. And I can't just let Riley be the only one in this world trying to stop impending doom. Maybe together with Riley, you and I can end this danger to Elysia. This is really tough. What should I do? Go with Riley to speak to First Mage Ezra. 1 of 2. Go with Roger to Windsor Hall and investigate the Ignis imposter. 2 of 2 response. Go with Riley to speak to First Mage Ezra. 1 of 2 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind is a meteor. Yeah, that's definitely the right choice. I'm heading back to them. I'll have to ask about the prince thing later. This sucks, ellipsis, but I'm telling Roger something came up. I won't be able to go to Windsor Hall with him. C said, what the hell, Ash? I thought finding leads on this Ignis imposter was all you could talk about, and now you're not going to join us? Roger quietly said, you promised. I'm telling Roger that I'll catch up with him and the others as soon as I can. I will go to Windsor Hall and help Roger there, like I said I would. Ash doesn't break promises. This one, ellipsis, is just delayed slightly. Roger is not saying anything. Riley said, it's my fault. I'm asking Ash for help. It's a matter of life and death. C slapped Roger on the back. He said, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to convince Ash to come with us? Roger is silent. C shrugged. Ellipsis. I'm telling him that if this wasn't a matter of life or death, like Riley said, I would be going with him to Windsor Hall right now. Roger is turning away. Riley frowned. She said, Ash, are you sure about this? It seems like, ellipsis. I'm telling Riley that I'm sure. Roger bowed to Riley, before putting his hands in his cloak pockets and walking away. I'm telling them good luck. I'll come find them soon. C is trailing behind Roger. Riley said, I'm sorry, ellipsis. The prince seemed upset. I'm telling her it's okay. If me talking to Ezra means we can save countless lives, then it's worth it. Now where is he exactly? Riley said, Ezra is in the old Valdorian ruins. Huh? Why is he there? Riley said, this knowledge is only passed down the royal family, but Ezra is the first king of Valder. What? First Mage Ezra was the first king of Valder? Riley said, Valder was named after its founder and first king, Ezra Valder. Ezra and his citizens were the first magic users in all of Elysia. He built the kingdom and brought Valder to be the most powerful nation in Elysia, but he was eventually erased from all the history tomes. I don't know why. I remember Kronos mentioned that there were 4 Valdorians alive. So besides Riley and Ezra, who are the others? She said, I had no idea there were still others out there. I wonder who they are, ellipsis. But I guess that's not important for now. We should get going to the ruins of Valder. There's one thing though, ellipsis. I'm telling Riley about the new guild rule requiring us to travel in pairs. We should get going to the route. There is one thing. If we don't shot. No. If we don't use the Griffin transport, the only way we can leave is through a gate. Riley said, oh, ellipsis. If you want to teleport, we can still teleport. I have a way of bypassing the barrier. I'm asking Riley if she's going to teleport me. Riley said, I'm sorry, I can't teleport you like Chronos can. You'll still need your own orb, but I believe I have a way we can bypass the barrier to teleport directly to Baldur. A way to bypass the barrier? What do you think? Should I use teleport or stick with Griffin transport? System message, Ash is waiting. Use a teleport orb. Has required. Use Griffin transport. Use Griffin transport. 2 of 2 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind is a medium-sized gear. I'm telling Riley that I want to take the Griffin transport there. She said, I'm looking forward to traveling with you again. Alright, I'll let you know when I reach Baldur. System message, at 7 hours 15.